There we go. What's
Yeah.
happening, man? You're alive, surviving the
Good.
lockdown.
Yeah, I'm surviving. We're trying. We're trying very hard.
Yeah, it's a bit of a crazy time,
Yeah.
eh?
Yeah, it's tricky, but what we can do, we're living with it.
Yeah, we have to live with it. Yeah. And
Yeah.
what you been up to, brother? You've been busy training people. What's your story?
Yeah. I've been traveling a lot this time now. I went back home and then I come back. I've been training myself at home since the
Okay.
lockdown. I don't train people since the lockdown, just at home. Yeah, they don't allow people to come here a lot of time. Only one of my friends that come here, we train on Sunday.
Okay. Okay. So it's been a very lockdown of note. Then you're very locked down.
No, I've been training. I go sometime to boys. I went one to boys. Sometime I run and then I come. I've been doing some stuff.
Okay. Trying to do some
Yeah,
stuff. It's uh,
yeah,
it's not easy for fighters, especially, eh?
yeah. It's not easy for us. I promise you. Since they say this contact sport is not happening now, so it's
Yeah.
bad for us.
Yeah, it's a very tough scenario. But brother, I want to get into the fight stuff with you. But back in the day when I first started this podcast with fighters, one of the things I really liked to do was kind of get fighter story, which I think we've spoken quite a few times, but I've never really got to ask your story and basically how you got to South Africa and what brought you here. Sorry, my cat's going to join us now because my studio is being fixed up. So I've got a
Oh,
fish
okay.
tank and the cat's going to join us, but it's all good. So brother, if we can start there, let's talk about how you got into martial arts and how you arrived in South Africa.
Yeah, I was doing already a little bit boxing back home, and I'm a black belt in Japanese Jiu-Jitsu.
Okay.
I did Japanese Jiu-Jitsu when I was home, and I did a little bit Judo, but Japanese Jiu-Jitsu it was my main sport. Then after me finishing my metric and stuff, according to the situation with my family, my dad passed away. I have a lot of responsibility to do. Then I decided, I say, I won't stay here anymore. I had a few friends in Cape Town. Then they said to me, if you come here, maybe it's gonna be better for you. So just move from there. Then I have to drop down the varsity and come down to try another life here in South Africa. That's why I live Kinshasa, Lubumbashi, then from Lubumbashi, I came here.
And what was the situation in the DRC at that time? Was it quite the situation was quite bad? Is that what brought you here?
No, the situation, it wasn't that very bad. The situation is better according to the situation that the family is facing and stuff. Like the,
Okay.
the DRC it's very big. People who live in the capital, they don't have that really bad situation. The bad
Okay.
situation in DRC is the east of the country. That way is all this thing that people create the war left and right. But in the capital, there wasn't really something bad. So I decide myself with myself that I say no, I'll go live as a man. Just try to go find something out of myself.
Okay. And I've heard from numerous sources from the DRC that there's a, quite a cultural heritage of combat sports in the DRC. Like some guys are boxing, some guys are judo, some guys are whatever else, wrestling and that. So I believe that most boys growing up in the DRC did some kind of combat sport. Is that correct?
Yeah, 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 yeah. The sports there, it's huge, for the youth. It's very huge. There's a judo, wrestling, boxing, uh, full contact. It's like a K1, karate. So it's very massive there.
Okay.
Jiu-Jitsu, Japanese Jiu-Jitsu also they have their federation. So every corners, so it's huge.
Okay. And what about MMA? What's the MMA scene like in the DRC? is it still growing, I guess?
Yeah, it's still going. When we left, there wasn't MMA story or whatever, but now it's growing. It's growing. There's a federation that been there now. I think they have almost 2 years or 3 years, something like this. So it's going. There's a federation there. There's athletes there. There's a lot of athletes there now that need to be taking care to take them forward for the future.
Okay, that's interesting. So just a young federation, because interestingly enough, like the Congolese people genetically seem like they're built for combat sport or for athletics. I mean, you're one of the guys I don't think you've got 1% body fat on your body, boss. It's just muscle and rocks under that skin, and that seems to be the way of the Congolese people. Is just strong, hard guys, always keen to, like, good at fighting. And I mean, having to spend time with guys like you on the mat is scary for us weak little people. Yeah. So it would seem like MMA would do really well in the Congo, right?
Yeah, we're doing very well. I'm one of their coaches there, the MMA international coach that is qualified with the IMAF. We have already we've been competing here in South Africa. There's athlete. If you know Eliezer come from MMA in Congo. Yeah, it's a product comes specially straight from Congo. So there's a few people there. The problem is that we don't have a lot of gyms there yet. There's one gym in Katanga, Lubumbashi, and there's a few gym in Kinshasa. So the gym need to spray, like here in South Africa, we can find gyms everywhere, but there we don't have that system. So the federation still trying to push so the coaches can build the stuff, and the structure must be together. So everything will be well.
So you're gonna head back to Congo one of these days as the head of MMA for the Congolese people.
Yeah. I helped them already long time. I've been helping them. Them for a long time now. So,
I remember was it last year with the IMAF All Africans? There was a small team here, hey?
Yeah, it was last year. Yeah, last year they were here. Yeah, last year they were here.
Okay.
Last year they were here.
So it's moving in that direction. All right, brother.
Yeah.
What I wanted to ask you, I mean, obviously we've spoken about you being frustrated trying to get fights and stuff. So obviously now COVID has put all fights on ice for the moment. Was there any talks between yourself and the EFC before all of this happened?
Yeah, I think in January. In January, they pushed me. They pushed me very hard to ask me stuff, and because my contract was finished with them, I was supposed to renew it. Okay. Then I had to tell them that I only need 2 fights. You give me number 1 contender fight, I fight, and I choose some people that to tell them I want to fight with them. So I was waiting for them to answer me. So it seemed like they're struggling to get me a fight. They're struggling to make me to face someone. So I don't know what's going on with them. I don't really know their stories, for sure. I don't really know their story.
So you think EFC is scared or the opponents are scared?
Yeah, no. Either it's an EFC and opponent, both of them. Because the division being open, we don't have like a proper welterweight in the division. If you see in the division, there's no proper welterweight that can fight for welterweight. Most of the people, they midweight, you can't even make weight. Those lightweight, even they can't make to welterweight. So it's not fair for us welterweight that been sitting there waiting for a fight, but they're making the welterweight fight to happen. That is not really welterweight. So welterweight for EFC. That's not fair. That they need to reschedule their system and then to check who's really welterweight, who's willing to fight for welterweight. Say, give us those welterweight. For me, what is happening now is not welterweight. So they just wanna. I don't know.
Yeah, I hear you, man. It's a tough situation that that division just, it can never, there's never peace in that division. There's always something happening and there's something changing. And now it seems for all money, I don't know exactly, we haven't heard exactly, but it seems that Tembo's off to other places. I don't know. He signed with a big management who obviously we're waiting to hear what he says, but it sounded like we weren't going to see him back in the EFC. So that means that it's even open even more. You know what I mean? That belt will probably get vacated if that is the situation with Temba. And then you're left to look back again between who's going to fight for that belt. And like you say, there's like Luke Michael, who's really a lightweight, who's been pushed up to welterweight, who fought for the title without fighting at welterweight. Then you've got Sean De Lange, who's like there, then he's not there. Conrad Siabi, who from what I hear is nowhere close to welterweight at the moment. He's not going to get to that weight. You know, so it's a strange situation. It's a very strange situation. So in your mind, what do you think is the scenario from your point of view? Who should you fight next and in order to be in the running for the title?
From my point of view, there was a 4 contender that EFC relieved before Luke to fight Temba. So they say me and Conrad, we can fight for number 1 contender. So Conrad pulled out the fight like 5 days before the fight. That it wasn't fair for me. Someone pull up the fight 5 days before the fight. But I understand in the training, injury can happen and stuff can happen, it's fine. So what next after that? Why they didn't come back to me to say, okay, since we say Conrad got injury in December we can reschedule the fight. Since when they publish in the social media, they did that. But come to the reality, they didn't make it happen. So for me now, they must put a proper welterweight card. They must put a proper welterweight card. My last fight, it was in 2017 against Darosha.
It's a long time. And EFC 66.
Yes, it was a long time. That fight supposed to happen. It happened for number 1 contender to fight with one of us, the one wanna win, to fight with Dricus. Then when Dricus leave the belt, and Rocha fight with Gunther. Gunther wasn't even number 1 contender or whatever. He had his couple of wins, but he wasn't number 1 contender. He didn't fight for number 1 contender fight. So from there, Gunther being a champion, after Gunther leave the belt and then he left, then they put directly this thing, vacant belt, whatever, to make 2 lightweight to fight for welterweight champion. It's not fair for welterweight. So those people, they had like a few fights back like Temba, we can say it's welterweight because he been fighting for welterweight before him to move to lightweight. But other one, what his name, Luke, it wasn't his fight. Yeah, that wasn't his fight. That choice was very bad. There was Lal Karam there, was coming for the belt. I was there. Justin Smith was there. Conrad was there. Even he's not making what his weight, he was there. Dino was there. And who else?
Sean De Lange, did you mention?
Yeah, Sean De Lange. Sean De Lange was there also. But Sean De Lange, I don't want to fight. I don't know. Maybe the offer that they're giving him, he don't want to take it. That's what he don't want to fight.
I think Sean De Lange is a complicated guy. You know, he lives on a farm in the middle of nowhere. You can't get hold of him.
Yeah.
So I think it takes a few months just to get a message to him, and then you've got to wait for him to reply again. So it's very difficult to get hold of, I think.
So for me, EFC need to check their list to react, to put again welterweight in the movement. They need to see who can defend whatever, who can be there to stand for the welterweight. There's only, for now on, there's only like 2 or 3 guys there. We are there, two guys. So we're not a lot. They need to see the welterweight, not people who want to pick up weight to come fight. You can't just leave lightweight because you win 2 fights and then you pick up the weight to come to welterweight to come fight for the title. It never happened like this. So the way they're doing things is not fair.
Yeah.
It's not fair.
So you mentioned at the start of that your contract was come to an end. So what's the situation now? Are you still negotiating, or is your contract going to lapse, or where are you at the EFCU?
EFC, if they give me that fight, I ask them to give me. I want to fight the number one contender fight. Because since Russia and Temba fought, and Temba fought with Lal Karam, they never been a number one contender fight. They just pronounce, oh, those people are contender, but they never fight number one contender. So my last fight, so I was saying like now, after my last fight, the last number one contender fight that EFC pronounced, it was that fight I was supposed to fight with Conrad. So that fight didn't happen. They didn't organize anything after that for me. So I've been waiting for them to do something. They didn't say anything. So for now on, they must just put what is in the table now. If Temba gonna leave the fire, the title is going where he's going. So people who left, they need to fight. It's not that we don't want to fight. It's just EFC doesn't want to offer us the fight. Yeah. Like me, I've been sitting there. They don't want to offer the fight. It's not that I don't want to fight. They don't want to offer the fight. Then they go tell other people like, oh, we did that. No, they don't offer the fight. They don't offer the fight. If they offer the fight, we're gonna fight.
Yeah, it's been a long time since we've seen you in there, brother. 2017 is been a long time.
There's no reason that they will make an athlete sit like this. You train. Sometimes it's motivating us when you know I'm fighting in September. All this time you're gonna be very, very, very motivated, focused. So when you get this fight and then after that you go 1, 2, 3, 4.
Yeah. So now, obviously, the coronavirus has put a lot of stuff on hold, but it seems the EFC is going to try get something going behind closed doors, no fans and so on. Hopefully that's going to come right in the next couple of months. I'm not too sure how far they are. Let's say if they say to you, okay, Pupanga, let's go. We want to put you on the card. Who do you have in your mind? Who do you think is the right fight for you now?
For now, like in welterweight, whenever who they think is best in welterweight to face me, I'll go for it. I never fight for long, so I'm not gonna sit there just choose people. There's a list that they put up there for contender fight. If they make it happen, I'll fight any one of them. So they must just put a name or someone there. I'll fight any of them.
Okay, fantastic. And you're happy to fight behind closed doors with no fans? You think that would be quite strange?
Yeah, I'll fight. Yeah, I'm a focused guy when I fight. So whenever even the fan is not there, I'll just get focused to get in and to fight. Sometimes when we do sparring, you get more focused. There's no fan, there's no one there, but you're still fighting. So if they make it happen, we're gonna do it. But they must just tell us like 1 month or 2 months before, because this lockdown, you need to push very hard to get everything in the shape.
Got a few extra kilos to cut.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's gonna. You need a bit of a warning just to get a few extra lockdown kilos going.
Kilos go down, then you find for it.
Fantastic, man. Yeah, go for it.
Our division is not really moving. I don't know why EFC is doing that. They're supposed to make it happen. They are the organization. They are the events. EFC is supposed to look after division, not looking after fighter that they say, oh, this one is good. They can take him from welterweight to push him to midweight. The same guy from midweight, you're going to push him to light heavy. You're going to end up taking the same guy from welterweight, midweight, light heavy to heavyweight. That's not fair. The division need to be pushed. If you welterweight, you must find welterweight fighter, put them there. Lightweight, get the lightweight fighter, put them there. Midweight, get the midweight fighter, put. Every division need to upgrade every time. Every time. Now it's like everyone just can come and fight and go. Everyone just can come and fight. I don't know if it's a fighting game or it's just a show just to show the people. Or people want to see. It's a show, but people want to see what's happening in the show.
Yeah, I hear you. There's definitely been a lot of that, like guys jumping weight classes without.
Yes.
It's also, well, you know, like a lot of the athletes need to have a clear picture in mind. You know, like I want to be a lightweight. I want to focus on that division. You know, some guys seem to be chopping and changing. I mean, we saw Luke Michael go from lightweight to welterweight and then miss weight. You know what I mean? So you're not. It's like you've got to be focused on what you're doing.
No,
you can't be doing things like that.
They proposed me, BigAl. They said to me to fight middleweight long time, but I know my first fight when I fight Garrett Sawyer, it was in a middleweight. But you can see people from middleweight, they come from heavyweight down to middleweight. So when they finish their weight cut, they can gain weight quickly. Then you just train, you come, you on the, so it's not comfortable. Those small things, it count a lot. It count a lot. So me, I love welterweight. I want to focus in welterweight.
Sure.
There's nothing gonna stop me to get that goal there now. Since a long time I was saying that. Because even Russia fight, I didn't prepare it well. It was 3 weeks notice fight. It wasn't my fight. It was someone else fight. So from that loss, I put myself in the right way. I got my 8 weeks of preparation, my 8 weeks, whatever weight. When my 8 weeks is finished to prepare, I come fight. So if the next fight found me that I just finished my fight and the next one can come, I can do it. Like you sit for 1 year, 2 years, and then you want to come, they want to give you 2 weeks notice fight. This shit is not going to work for me anymore. Because I found it's if I had enough time, I'll beat Russia. If I had enough time to prepare for that fight, I'll beat him. Everyone that beat him, they take their time. They tell them like 2 months, 3 months, or 6 months ago. Some of them, they even tell them 1 year ago that you fighting this guy next month, whatever, next year, this time. So they have their fully time to prepare themselves to win the fight. So those short notice is not good in my system. So I won't take it anymore.
Sure. So do you think, do you feel sometimes that perhaps the EFC is they're not maybe taking you serious enough, that they kind of just, well, you know, if somebody falls out, we'll call Pupanga. If not, we'll just leave him on the sideline?
No, they take me serious because most of the time, if you ask them, I ask for my right. They know that other fight, if they say to Pupanga, this fight is not going to take it. Like last time, Conrad pull up the fight. They want to take a random guy. He didn't fight yet. He just pitch up there, and then they want me to fight. You was there to fight for #1 contender, and someone just making his debut as a pro fighter. You want to put me to fight this guy. So in my perspective, it's like a disrespect.
Yeah.
I can't do stuff like this because that guy never gonna lose anything. So they must take me serious because I'm a serious athlete and I'm a serious business. They must take me serious. They know when I want to fight, I ask, I want this, I want this, I want this. Because if I wasn't anybody, wherever, they won't never do that to me. So they must take me serious. It's just them. I don't know. I don't know what part they play. I don't know, but I know that part. One day I'll say that part, what part they play. They play. Yeah, because I know the trick. I know what part they're playing. One day I'll say what part they're playing. Because after the Conrad fight, they never say anything. It's all. They never say anything. They're supposed to say something. The fight's supposed to be rescheduled in December. They didn't make it happen, but they make him fight another guy. I don't know which guy he fought, whatever. So that wasn't serious.
Yeah, some strange things happening there. Do you think like or do you watch other promotions like Aries who are here, supposed to be coming to South Africa this year? They picked up a lot of big South African names. Is that the kind of promotion as well you'd like to get? Maybe get 1 or 2 fights in the EFC, maybe pick up a title if you can, and then start working towards promotions like that, like to Aries and even Brave, I suppose some of the guys are heading for. Or would you prefer to stay with the EFC forever?
Now, as an athlete, everyone wants to go to the next one. For me, in this time now, EFC is still good. EFC, the name, the competition is still big out there. But the people, those who work for EFC, they just need to make it the way it sounds.
Sure.
You understand? It's what we had here. It's what we have here. EFC, it's one of us. So the people need to know the EFC institution is fine, but just the people that they forming the EFC to make it look like this. Because what pick up the promotion? It's the fighter that pick up the promotion. If your promotion giving the good product and the name also the promotion is going with the product that the promotion giving. We go to the backstage, to the back days, you see Boyd Allen, Soulja Boy, Damat Pena, Van Staden, Dino Bakatin, Fadipe, Norman Vessel, all those big names. If EFC knew how to take care of his product, now on, we don't need to go fight for UFC. We don't need to go fight for Brave. We don't need to go fight for IRS. We're going to remain here to fight for EFC if they was looking after us. So they don't look after us. That's why you see everyone can pick up anything to go. You can seem like Iris can come here. People will think, it's a big name. Let's go. No, EFC is still big name out there. Yeah. So they just need to give it the value that they deserve. The value going to come with fighters, not with just the name, the promotion, because you're big on social media. You have this for no. The fighter, they are the one they're gonna make the promotion bigger. So if they pitch me up, I'll go. I have this thing. I don't follow people like chat to people to go do fighting and stuff like this. Can you hear me?
Yeah, I can hear you.
Yeah, I don't do that. I don't beg people to give me something. No, I had a lot of offers. Yeah, I have a lot of offer to other promotion. So this time I had those offers. It was the time I was still have a contract with EFC. But I don't know why people are calling me, they're picking me up. I had a lot of offers. I was supposed to move up. But I had a contract still with EFC. I didn't want to leave my contract still there and then go find what. Like other people, I don't do that. But they need to know our place, where to put us. Otherwise, tomorrow they will regret, this one was our product, but look today. All the people that were doing goods outside, they used to be there with them. But now look at them. So
it's very true, brother. Well, hopefully the EFC gets back on track soon, and hopefully we get to see you fight, man. I know I've been dying to see you fight. Ever since I started this, I've been waiting. We got EFC 66 and that was it. We didn't get to see you again. So,
yeah.
I'm really hoping we get to see you in action soon, man. It's always tough to see guys. I mean, I'm lucky I get to see you in the gym, and I know what you're capable of, and I want to see that in the hexagon, you know. So hopefully that gets figured out soon, brother. And I hope you're staying safe, and I hope the lockdown ends very soon, and we can all be back on the mats, and you can be back fighting again. And thank you very much for your time, boss.
Thank you so much, BigAl. I really appreciate it. EFC must make that move, my brother. It's not me. They must make this move. The division is open, like big time open. So they must make that move. I won't beg them to give me a fight. Never.
We need another welterweight tournament. We must go again.
Yay. Yeah. Thank you so much, brother.
Thank you, my brother. Stay well. We'll chat soon.
Yeah, you too.
Cheers, brother. Bye.